in gate 1, isn't it? 1. Somewhere. We have a label at the door.
嗰啲好快嗰啲咁樣，差10幾分鐘就60%。
Oh, look at this. 講真 ，Marvel 嚟講咧，我唔係特別 into， 不過咧對有歷史嘅嘢我都有興趣。Yeah, I just mentioned that I'm not like a die-hard fan for Marvel, but I like things with history, so it is good to come and have a look. I know Stan Lee, he just passed away recently. He appeared in a number of Marvel movies. You can see him turn up in a couple of Marvel movies in the last decade, even at a very old age. Jack Kirby is how it's pronounced. He's also one of the critical members in Marvel. He's a little bit older than the other. I never heard about him. Also the other guy called Steve Ditko. Yeah, Martin Goodman. These are some of the characters I've never heard about. Yeah, they are from those comic books in the older day. Also done by these 3 people. Hey, nothing. Oh, my friend. Look at these figures. Sometimes it's quite fun to see those comics reflect the style of those years. Like the hairstyle is particularly, you can tell what era that was. For this one, that looks like about in the 70s, isn't it? This poster, it's not a poster, 50 cents comics book. 60 cents. Wow. Yeah, the cover is very attractive, I should say. Yeah. It's in the 62, isn't it? 1960s. Are they the real costume? I think they are. They are the one in the movie. Costume in the movie. The Black Panther in 2018. They use this to communicate, and so the screen floating, projecting into the air. It could be done in, I don't know how they, oh, I know how they do it. They just use a mirror to reflect it. Oh, that's smart. Yeah. Okay. Some rabbits. 2022. It's very big. That one, I think, it's 1.6 meters, I think. (2015) A Ranger. Okay. Spider-Man was co-created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko in 1961. Okay. So this area is for Spider-Man. This is a costume in 2021. Green Goblin Master and Pumpkin Bomb. Peter Parker. Okay. 2007. Yeah, there were a lot of issues, topics in society in USA during the 60s. It has listed out like racism, gender inequality, the Vietnam War, drug use, and other painful and controversial. Yes, so I can see how they come up with storylines so easily because Marvel always use the society as an ingredient for their storylines. Yeah, sometimes I see different characters have different color, but they pretty much look the same, especially on Spider-Man. I'm just very confused. Here it actually explains the Ghost Spider. It is in a black costume. The death of his Uncle Ben and his beloved Gwen Stacy, there are the 2 great losses of Peter's life, wounds that will never entirely heal. That's why he become black. Recently, I only see like Batman. They have something like that. Okay. So Captain America have been mentioned in 1940s, but the real character created in the 1960s. Okay, so the 60s is really the golden age for Marvel. Seems to be. Yeah, this mostly talk about the past, which is World War II. That makes sense. Yeah. I wonder how much they sell this. Some people would like to have one at home, I think. Don't use this to fry your noodles or fried rice. the cool costume. There's some storylines, some characters mentioned in the creation of that in the past. Oh, this is interesting. The Avengers are the premier team of the Marvel Universe, the first line of defense against conquering villains, aliens, invasions, or other giant-scale menaces. But the original Avengers comic was created almost by accident in 1963, when another title missed a deadline, leaving editor-in-chief Stan Lee with a hole in his production schedule. He turned to Jack Kirby, and together they decided to unite several established characters against a single main. So it was that the Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, Ant-Man, and the Rich Johnson forced to battle Loki first, and the Avengers was born. So that means Avengers are the ideas coming from the fact that there's another character maybe late, and they just put all the other past characters together to form a team, and then have different storylines. But that is clever. It's very clever. This is the Iron Man. Oh, I think this will be very popular. Someone would like to buy this at home. That was Stan Lee's brother Larry wrote the first Iron Man script after suggestion by Stan. So really Stan is the initial person why Iron Man being created. Oh, that was designed by Jack Kirby. Oh, there was at the times the way for talk about Vietnam War is past, so they decided not to use weapons in their comics. By not using weapons, that means they can use an armor as a weapon, like that. Okay. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The Hulk combines elements of Dr. Jack and Mr. Hyde with Frankenstein, updating both Gothic tales for the atomic age. Oh, this character emphasizing the conflicts of war or not. Okay. Peace and war. Okay. So this part is for Hulk. It does seem like an innocent compared to the movie. Yeah, poor Hulk. This character, I watched the movie trailer. I see a lady Hook. That is called She-Hulk. It's created by 1980. And here is the Daredevil. 1999. Oh, this character is more recent than Daredevil. Okay, now here you see it's a little chamber. What is this talk about? Talk about how to create a comics. So it will teach you how comics being written. Use pen and ink on paper in 1969. This one is very rough. This is a blue pencil on paper sketches in 1978. Yeah, the one in the top. They use pencil and then they put ink on. Sometimes inkers could cut corners in order to meet that line. Erasing details on the pencil. Today, this would be frowned upon, but for many years it was acceptable industry practice. See if you can spot the people and object that did not make the transition from pencils to ink. Okay. Yeah, you can see some of the details on the pencil removed. I think they just hidden that line as well. Wow, this was so rough. I do remember seeing those rough ones. But if you talk about nowadays, right? I know there's one famous Japanese comic writer. He's still using very rough details for hitting deadlines, but people buy into it. So this map telling how the three people are creating the comics. It's normally the rough idea and plot done by Stan, and then they send through the overall storyline for the other two to draw them in pencils. And then after they draw it, then they will figure out what are the wordings and conversations by different characters, or even some signs probably that illustrate into the comic. So the writer will figure out where to put the words, and then put in the words on the pages. Okay, all the balloons and things, and then the whole thing will be included the graphics and the words, and then the ink job is from here, and they paint it black and white in the old days, and then it will be sent out to the consumer. This part is very interesting. If you look into this comic page, they got a lot of wordings here. The balloons on the right hand side is the exact scripts that done by Stan. It is one of those few that Stan will write out the exact conversations that he want to put in the comment. Most of his work is just a short storyline, but this one is one of those exceptions. I just realized that American comics, they just put so much wordings in one pictures. This is a game for you to put the pictures in order to make up a correct storyline. I don't know, this one looks peaceful, probably start from the beginning, no? Was it this one? I don't know. Oh, it doesn't drop. You can drag but not dropping. So these are all the process back in the day. The blue line is how the traditional combat works. Oh, just 4. Oh, Shanqi Arm. 2021. I haven't watched this one. Is it kind of Street Fighter? No. Oh, X-Men area. X-Men. This is the X-Men series.
Was the X-Men series created?
Okay, X-Men is also created in the 60s. So most of the characters created in the 60s. So before the 60s, most of them is like horror, mystery, and not a hero characters, I would say. No, I mean just a normal human being back in the day, before 1960s. Again, I think a lot of people want to own this. Yeah, they could take a pictures and then see if they can make it in hardware shops. Get their own tools to make it. Deadpool is another one. I like this one in the Halloween. It's a good one. Yeah. These are all the old comics and games for Marvel. I don't know how much they're worth now. One thing I know about in the old days, those toy figures, those plastic quality is way better than nowadays. I used to have some Transformer toy that it just can't be compared by now. I mean, those plastic back in the day is so solid. Yeah, like the one on the right hand side here. This type of quality you couldn't find nowadays in any toy shops. Yeah, the Fantastic Four as well. That I can tell those from a more old day of quality door. American Chef, Mrs. Marvel. Can't remember this. Oh, here it goes. It's the cartoon characters. Yeah. Yeah, another door. This one can grow very big. Remember I watched this one in Netflix. Luke Cage. I asked my friend who's into Marvel the other day that apart from the main superheroes they have, Marvel also have some side track story, have some of the not as powerful characters, also create very interesting storylines. One of those will be Luke Cage. The other one I think is Iron Fist, and I think there was also a lady, though it's very strong. Yeah, but they are not as powerful as the one you see like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, X-Men. Not as powerful as them, but they also have a lot of stories based on those tiny heroes, I would say. Yeah. To be honest, I personally like those more domestic type of hero than the big one that's saving the whole world. Yeah. Oh, is this one the bad guy? Okay, a lot of criminal in the universe. The best of the worst. Okay. This is X-Men. So this is what the Infinity ones. They collect all the diamonds or and then destroy half of the universe. I remember that's the story. Yeah. These are all the evils. Bring on the bad guys. Okay, in the 1971, the Comics Code underwent its first substitute revision, allowing publishers more freedom, losing restriction and horror elements that had been introduced in the 1950s. Okay, is that a future for horror characters? I learned about, also from my Marvel friend, that in America, a lot of comic stories, there are different versions. It's a parallel universe. So they don't overlap each other. But things could happen very differently. Characters are the same, but the storyline could, and the character, are they bad and good, are totally different. Yeah. You can see this in 1973 comic. It's a little bit more modern than the one that we saw in the past. This one is 2020. A lot more details. 2002. It's very fine details, beginning from there. What's that stone? Bloodstone. Oh, the Werewolf by Night. I haven't watched that one. The Werewolf. Oh, Ghost Rider. Was it Nicolas Cage playing that role? Yeah. I'm not quite knowing why they put a skull as a character face. And I only know about Werewolf is part of Marvel. Character created in 1963, Doctor Stranger. Oh, I thought this is a more recent character, but still is in 1960s. Someone would like to wear this. Wait. Secret Witch Crown, also from Doctor Stranger. I actually like this one. Moon Knight. Yeah. Just be careful, don't run into the mirror. It just looks like an entrance. Okay. The Mighty Thor. I haven't watched Thor as a main characters Marvel movie, but I watched him with a ranger. But I know he's the god, so probably nothing more than this. So this area is for Thor. Oh, those costumes. Realistic. Oh, this is how Thor and Loki. No wonder it's played with the Avenger, because the Avenger initially fight Loki. That's why Thor fighting with the Avengers, probably because of Loki. This is one of those figures that I believe a lot of people want to have in their home. So, Captain Monica. Actually, is it that slim? I can't recall it's that slim. Is that the real costume they use in a Hollywood?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Because it doesn't seem that slim. I mean, they are more muscle. Yeah, I think the characters I saw in the movie is more muscular than this. Yeah. Captain Marvel. In the late 60s. Other one is a little bit later. Oh, she wasn't a superhero until 1977. Oh, okay. So Captain Marvel is a little bit later characters. Okay. Someone told me Captain Marvel is the most powerful hero in the universe. So sometimes it's very hard to create story when the hero is way too powerful, because when it appears, almost the storyline will end. So that will be quite tricky to write a storyline. Guardians of the Galaxies. I probably like to watch this type of this category of Marvel movie, because it's more like those child stories. Look at those characters. They don't look like really Marvel. They look like some of those Disneyland type of cartoon. I would say cartoon, yes. And out here it shows you how small those characters are and how big they are. The Guardians of the Galaxy first appeared in pre-1969. Wow, this one's very late. Okay, so these are all the characters. Yeah, I don't know why they come up with this idea of having those. But for myself, I actually like this type of characters than those superheroes. See, look at this, how cute it is. So cute. Yeah, I think this is just some outsiders observing the whole universe, but doing nothing about or giving instructions to the hero. So looks like this is the end of the exhibitions. This board here, those people designed this place. Or contributing to this place, and of course souvenir shops at the end. Oh, these are so cute. So many suitable for kids. Oh, I actually like this one. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, Captain American bag. Oh, sorry, dropped it. This one is so cool. If you got a kid, you got to buy this one. It's cool.